first USC quarterback to ever win a Super Bowl. The first. I told y'all. I told y'all. I told y'all. I told y'all. I said if the Chargers wasn't going to get it, well, I did say if the Chargers wouldn't get it, it's going to be the Bears. And then I said the Bears wouldn't get it to Seattle. But after the Bears got knocked out, I was like, Seattle winning it all. That was going to be one of my two NFC teams. It was going to be the Bears or Seattle. I was like, either way, a USC quarterback is going to meet Justin Herbert in the Super Bowl. Unfortunately, we did. We did. We did. Hey, but that's okay though. That's okay though. I have faith. Listen, I've always had faith in Sam Darnold. Always did. I was talking about Sam Darnold when he was at USC. I was big on him at USC. And when he went to the Jets and he was having his problems with the Jets, you know, and then he went to other teams, the Panthers, I was still on him. I was like, bro, he's still young, he's still learning, he's still gonna come through. It's not him, it's the teams he's on. He went to Seattle, went to Minnesota. He did his thing in Minnesota. It wasn't his fault how they got knocked out in Minnesota. It wasn't his fault. I blame it on the play calling. Because they could have run the ball more. They kept force feeding it Justin Jefferson. So then he got out in Minnesota.
That makes sense.
Yeah, like they could have won at least a playoff game in Minnesota.
And he got the brunt of that. Everybody was saying Sam Darnold was playing horrible that game.
That's what I'm saying. They keep disrespecting him, man. They keep disrespecting my boy. And then they gonna be how they disrespecting Justin Herbert. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. I was saying Tom Brady was the greatest quarterback of all time since 2004. Was I not saying that? Since 2004. Now look, Tom Brady is the GOAT. And now look, I'm talking to y'all about Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold, y'all just need to listen to me, man. Y'all just need to listen to me. And I said, and not only that, did I tell y'all about Sam Darnold and them Seahawks, I also told y'all that Seattle was gonna win 27-17. What's the score? 29 and 29 and what was it? 29-13? Bro.
I picked New England. I picked New England to win.
What did you say the score was going to be?
I said it was going to be 27-24 New England.
I mean, that's still kind of, well, 27-24. That's not too far off. Sort of. Kind of.
No, it's far off. It's far off.
Yeah, it's far off. Then you was wrong about the team.
They scored 17.
Yeah. Bro. Sam Darnold is showing that he.
They weren't even in playoffs last year. Seattle. They weren't even in playoffs last year.
They wasn't. Look how great of a quarterback Sam Darnold is, though. When he went to the Vikings.
Coaching, man.
But what about when he went to the Vikings, though?
Coaching.
But why they suck now? They didn't even get to the play. Hold on, let me see what my boy talking about. Hold on.
Everything that's happened.
I hope they don't block my streaming. But hold on.
So proud of our guys.
Y'all see my boy Sam Dizzy?
I can't say enough about the defensive special team. I know we won the Super Bowl, but we could have been a little bit better on offense, but I don't care about that right now. It's an unbelievable feeling.
I told y'all, man, 27-17. They won 29-13.
So much effort throughout the whole
Y'all gonna start listening to me, man, when I talk about this game. When I talk about these games. Really, to be honest with you, people should come to my channel when they start betting.
What?
I said people should come to my channel when they start betting.
That's it. You know, I think
Yeah.
They should.
Be careful.
I know, right?
You told me to bet on this. No, I'm
It's as simple as that. As long as you believe in yourself.
Yo, all I know is Sam Darnold is the first USC quarterback to ever win a Super Bowl, man. Man, like this is not as good as the Chargers. The Chargers could have won it, but it's almost just as good because I root for them USC quarterbacks.
Justin Herbert needs to get his head out of his ass.
Bro.
I'm being for real, man.
Bro.
You gotta be honest with you. He has so much potential.
It's not his fault. Like, what you mean?
Sometimes you gotta point the finger at yourself. Like, what am I doing? Somebody needs to tell him, like, yo, what are you doing? You got so much going for yourself. You got so much potential. You got the big body. You got the big arm. You got the tangible.
So you saying?
He needs to go in samurai mode is what I'm saying. He needs to do some self-reflecting. How do you have all that talent, all that potential, have all those yardage, and you play like this in the playoffs? And you have a competent head coach now. You have a great head coach. Second year in a row you played horrible in the playoffs.
He played horrible in the playoffs.
Yes, he did.
It wasn't
Yeah,
his
be
fault.
real, though.
Like so, the play calling had nothing to do with that.
Play calling, whatever. What I'm basically saying is, with all the greatness that he does have and possess, he needs to look in himself and reflect, like, what else am I not doing?
Bro, there's only so much he can do. If your team, if your offense is letting you down, your receivers is dropping the balls. You're not like your offensive line is hardly blocking for you. And not only that, the play calling trash. Greg Roman was trying to make him into a running back.
What I'm saying is, I'm not saying Justin Herbert is horrible or sucks and none of that or trash. All I'm saying is you have all the great tangibles. You have all of it. You're not living up to your potential.
He definitely. I think he
You're
could
not living
definitely
up to his
get.
potential.
He definitely can get. He definitely gonna get better. I think he is living up to his potential because if Justin Herbert wasn't on the Chargers,
Greatest quarterback of all time.
yeah, okay, well that's not living up to his potential because he will go down as one of the greatest. I think Justin Herbert would. But my thing is, if Justin Herbert, and that's why I believe he deserved that. Where's that remote? Sorry, because we could pause the commercial. Just pause. Just mute it. Because like if Justin Herbert, like bro, if that's what I'm saying about the MVP, bro. If he weren't on the Chargers, they would even been in the playoffs. Like literally, they would not even have 11 wins if he wasn't even on the Chargers. And that's why that was that dude's case when he gave Justin Herbert that one vote, because he was like, bro, you saw what happened with Matthew Stafford when his offensive line was going down. He was hardly able to even do anything. Yeah. Justin Herbert been facing that all year. So my thing is like, if Justin Herbert, you saying he needs to live up to his potential and all that, but the thing about it is, if Herbert was not on the Chargers, bro, the Chargers would not. They will probably have about 5 wins. He's been bringing them to the playoffs pretty much every single year since he's not been hurt. He averaged taking them to the playoffs, does he not? I think he only missed playoff 1 year when he was hurt. When he was not hurt. I think 1 year when I was hurt like towards the end of the season, and I think that's when they had like only like 5 wins or something like that. But I think all the other years that he's been playing, they've been going to the playoffs. Did they go to the playoffs his first year?
No, I think he's only gone 3 times. The Jacksonville year with what's that dude? The head coach?
Trevor Lawrence. Oh no,
him.
What's that dude's name?
And then.
But it was 1 year they missed. You can't really count because he got hurt towards the end of the year.
Well, he's been twice with Jim Harbaugh, and he's been one with
Brandon Staley.
Braylon Staley.
And it was one. Yeah, it was 1 year they missed where they should have went. When Brandon Staley was being a dumbass, he called a timeout when they was playing against the Raiders. Remember that? And I think that was like his 3rd or 2nd year.
Yeah, something like that.
And then his first year they didn't go, so he's been 3 years. But lately, he's been averaging going every year, when he's healthy. But what about Joe Burrow though? Everybody meet Rice Joe Burrow. That nigga ain't been in the playoffs in 3 years. Yeah. Him and Justin Herbert, they came in. They went to the draft. They got drafted the same year, didn't they?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think they got drafted the same year.
Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts, Tua. I think that's the QB class.
Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts, and Tua.
Yeah.
Wait, Justin Herbert wasn't in that?
Yeah, Justin Herbert.
And Justin Herbert? Okay, yeah. Yeah, because I remember that I remember when the general manager he wanted Justin Herbert, but they went and got Tua instead. Yeah, so my thing is, bro, is this. Like your case for Justin Herbert is pretty much what everybody else is saying. Oh, he doesn't show up in the playoffs. He freaking chokes in the playoffs. But if you actually watching the games, football situational, you see what the situation is. It's not him. It's not like he's like making like he didn't play like Drake May. Like Drake May, I think played pretty trash this game.
Yeah. Horrible.
Yeah, but he didn't play like that.
Well, I wouldn't say Drake May played trash because he did make some stellar throws down the field.
Yeah.
He did make some good throws, so he didn't play like trash. It's just that Seattle's defense was just like some prison yard.
I say this. I think like when they lost to Jacksonville, that wasn't his fault. Our defense gave up 27 points. How can you blame a defense giving up 27 points on a quarterback?
No, Yeah.
Now he didn't play his best game. I'm not saying he played his best game against Jacksonville, but it wasn't his fault. And like Mike Williams and Keenan Allen was letting him down those games too. They was like they was dropping balls and everything. Same for this last go round. Keenan Allen was playing like trash. Like the receivers weren't separating. They weren't getting good release off the line of scrimmage or anything.
Oh, he has a hell of a play caller now. So
Yeah, there's no excuse now. There's no
that's
excuse
what I'm
now.
saying.
There's no excuse
He has
now.
a competent head coach and a competent offensive mind.
Yeah, there's no excuse now.
If he doesn't crack the code, it's just like, what else?
But this is the thing though, it's still situational. If he goes out there and he plays great and they still lose, you can't just say that's his fault.
Of course.
So you still gotta look at the situation. Now, if he has, I'll say this: if he played like how he played the last few games with Mike McDaniel and the defense is good, then it's like, okay, bro, he just can't get it done.
I don't care what he does I told you, I don't care what he does in regular season. You can have 4 interceptions or 400 interceptions. I don't care. It's when you make it to the playoffs. It's just that one game, just one game at a time.
Right.
Now he has Mike McDaniel, so we know we can go to the playoffs.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
we have a competent head coach, a sound head coach, a great head coach, a winning head coach, and now we got Mike McDaniel. Now it's like if you perform the same way you performed the last 2 years in the playoff, it's like something's not clicking in your head.
Right.
Regardless of how great and talented you are, something's just not clicking.
Yeah.
Something you ain't picking up on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
And I have a feeling they could do it because Mike McDaniel, you know, he could crack the code. It's going to be really exciting to see what we can do. But like you said, it doesn't matter what they do if the offensive line doesn't protect them.
Right.
So honestly,
But even but like here's the thing that people miss about offensive line, having a good offensive line. You can have a bad offensive line and you can still have great play calling, and you can still have a pretty good competent offense. Because if the play calling is good, you can manipulate certain things with the offensive line. Like that's what Brian Callahan did with the Bengals. So like everybody was like, "Oh, Joe Burrow brought the Bengals to the Super Bowl with a bad offensive line."
That's what they did with the Chiefs.
Yeah, see that's what I'm saying. But when you have a great play calling, you can manipulate some stuff, and you can have great play calling, and you can have, you know what I'm saying, you can not put so much stress on your offensive line. You can, you know what I'm saying, you can do this, you can scheme up some different things. If you scheme up the right plays. You know what I'm saying? So that's why when people be like, "Oh, you need a great offensive line," it's a little overrated. People who says that, they don't really understand the X's and O's of football really.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You're just looking at the game and it's like, "Oh, we need an offensive line." Oh, you know what I'm saying?
You really need, honestly, a good center, good right tackle.
I'm not saying you don't need a good offensive line. I'm saying even if you don't have a good offensive line,
you can still
it's the offensive coordinator's job to figure out how to scheme up some stuff to make your quarterback still make plays, to make your offensive weapons still make plays with a bad offensive line. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, like you saw what the Bengals did. You saw what Andy Reid did. You see it all the time. The Dolphins didn't have the best offensive line in the world, but you saw what Mike McDaniel did. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So I'm not gonna be on here too long. I'll go live again at home. But all I'm saying to my all day fam, to the entire world, is that I was right. Now I was partially right though, because I did say the Chargers is gonna go all the way. I said it was gonna be the Chargers and the Bears. The Chargers didn't win it. The Bears didn't win it. The Bears should have beat the Rams. But when the Bears got out, and then when the Chargers got out, I told y'all. I said it's gonna be. I was like straight point with it. I said it's gonna be Seattle and the Patriots. Seattle gonna whoop that ass. They're gonna beat New England, and I was right, man. And not only was I right, I was so right about my prediction. I said 27-17. 27-17. They beat them 29-13. Y'all gonna know whose channel to come to when you really want legitimate, accurate football information. You know what I'm saying? Not even news. Football information. This is not right now. No. This is. They probably will when when I post this. This is. You guys gonna find out real quick that this is going to be the most legitimate football platform, streaming platform on all of YouTube, because ain't nobody is obsessed with me when it comes to football. Nobody is, man. Maybe Tom Brady, but that's it, man. You know what I'm saying? I live for this. I eat, sleep, and die for this, for real. So that's all I got. I'm not gonna hold y'all too long. I just came on here really just to talk my ish and just to pretty much tell y'all how right I was, like bragging points, man, and how Sam Dizzy is the first USC quarterback to ever win a Super Bowl, not just go win one. And for all of y'all people who was disrespecting Sam Darnold, I saw all of y'all, saw the comments how you guys liked to not how y'all was disrespecting him. Even Seattle Seahawks fans was disrespecting Sam Darnold. Look what he did for y'all. Look what he did. The proof is in the pudding. This dude went to the Vikings. Y'all saw how nice the Vikings was. And then y'all, and he goes to Seattle. He goes to you guys. You guys didn't even go to the playoffs last year. And now y'all Sam Darnold's first year with the Seattle Seahawks. What y'all do? Y'all go and win a freaking Super Bowl. Come on, man. Put some respect on Sam Dizzy's name. Put some respect on him. They need to put a statue out there at USC for him, man, in front of that Coliseum. They need to put a statue right there in front of Sam Darnold.
For
real.
Picture of Stephon Diggs.
Hold on, let me show them. Hold on, let me show y'all. Look. Boo-hoo, Patriots fans. Boo-hoo, boo-hoo. He don't got Cardi B next to him. She gonna leave him. That's how they all do. Cardi B like, shoot, I don't do it, losers. And then watch Sam Darnold take her.
Oh, shit. Where does that mean something?
Watch Sam Darnold take her and get her pregnant.
What the hell? That would be... What the fuck? Sam Darnold.
Bruh.
Oh,
Man, it's all right. It's gonna be a matter of time till Caleb Williams get his. But I need Justin Herbert to get his before Caleb Williams get it though. But it's all good though. The Chargers.
Because when you were talking about offensive line, I'm looking at the Bears. I'm like, the Bears had a horrible offensive line too. In his first year, Caleb Williams, and he was still fucking making plays. This year.
That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. This is how. What's the word?
That's what I'm saying about Justin
Caught up
Herbert.
in the moment, like the media and these fans are, because a quarterback or a player can be playing like trash, and then he's playing great, and then they'll be like, "Oh, he's great." It's like, bro, you got to look at the games. Like I said, I keep trying to say this. Football is about matchups. It's situational. It's an emotional game. It's a momentum game. So, like, a lot of stuff goes into it outside of just watching the games and just looking at highlights and just looking at stats. You got to take everything into consideration. Who's your coach? Who's the offensive coordinator? Who's the defensive coordinator? What's the team they're playing against? Like, what's the you got to look at everything. Like, it's situational, bro. You got to look at where are they playing at. You know what I'm saying? Everything plays into that. It's just not they lose, they win, they put up this many stats, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? It's more to it than that. It's a lot that goes into a game of football. Like, again, football is simple, but it's a lot that goes into it. And, like, people who are lazy, they don't look at that deep into the game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But that's what I do. But like, that's how if you all go back to my videos, you guys look at my predictions, a lot of my predictions are very close and spot on. Why? Like I was spot on about this game. I said Seattle was going to win 27-17. They won. Seattle won 29-13. Why is that? It wasn't it was just a guess that I took out my ass, bro. Like, I literally, like, I think deep about these games. Like, I literally, like, think really hard about everything about the game, the whole entire situation. You know what I'm saying? The scenario of the game. That's what I'm saying. Like, I keep saying it over and over again. Football is a situational game. It's a situational sport. You know what I'm saying? So that's why Tom Brady is the greatest of all time, because because Tom Brady, he understood situations. He understood the situation of the game. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like, another reason why Jerry Rice is the greatest wide receiver of all time. Well, I say Terrell Owens is, but if we're gonna say Jerry Rice is, why was Jerry Rice one of the greatest wide receivers of all? Well, we could say greatest wide receivers of all time. And because not only Jerry Rice understood situation, but Jerry Rice understood angles. Like, when you play football, and like Jerry Rice ran like a 4.7, 4.6, and when you saw his highlight, when you saw him play though, it looked like he was burning everybody on the field, and he only ran like a 4.6. Why is that? Because he understood the situation of the game. He understood angles. You know what I'm saying? LaShawn McCoy, he was hard to tackle. He was hard for anybody to touch. But LaShawn McCoy wasn't a fast running back. Why was that? Because LaShawn McCoy understood the situation of the game, and he understood angles. You know what I'm saying? LaShawn McCoy was very patient. He was really good on his feet. He had quick feet. He was very agile. Dudes couldn't touch him. And it looked like he was very fast, but he wasn't. He was quick. And the reason why he was quick because the game was slow to him because his intelligence of the game of his running back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's so much that goes into it, man. And that's what I be trying to explain to like people like when they knock Justin Herbert, they knock Sam Darnold and stuff like that. You know, and it's more than just winning games. You can't. That's why I hate when they put like wins and losses on quarterbacks. Like that's lousy analysis. You know what I'm saying? It's lousy analysis. It's more to it than just that. But y'all gonna learn to listen to me one of these days, man. Y'all just keep checking in. Y'all just keep chiming in and listening to these videos. All of these videos are documented. So it's just gonna be a matter of time when I do all these takes about Justin Herbert 10 years from now, when Justin Herbert goes down as one of the greatest, if not the greatest quarterback to ever live, and everybody's gonna be like acting like they knew. This is facts, man. I've been saying Tom Brady was the greatest quarterback of all time since I was 14 years old. Now I will be honest. I didn't know what the hell I was talking about. I was just being a fan. But as the games went on, as I kept watching the game, I was like, well, hold on. I might be right about this. But Tom Brady and T.O. just the two first players I've ever watched play. You know, that the Super Bowl when New England played the Philadelphia Eagles, when Terrell Owens had those screws in his foot, that was the first game I've ever watched play in my entire life. That was my first game. And so I instantly just became fans of Terrell Owens and Tom Brady. I didn't know how great they were. I just knew they were stars, players, you know what I'm saying? And but, you know, I just became a fan of Tom Brady and just kept saying he was great. He was the GOAT, you know? And then it actually happened. You know, and even with that, like, we think about Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning had struggles in playoffs for, 8 years? So, come on, man. So, and then when Peyton Manning started clicking for him in the playoffs, in my opinion, Peyton Manning is the second greatest quarterback of all time. I can't think of another quarterback better than Peyton Manning outside of Tom Brady. Like, who else is better? Some people might say Joe Montana, Patrick Mahomes. Some people might even try to say John Elway. But for me, if it's not Brady, it's Manning. You know? And then you can put whatever you want to put after that. But Tom Brady, Manning is like 1-2 for me. You know? So, we'll see, man.
Yeah.
We'll see. I know you like talking about Rivers, and you think Phillip Rivers.
Yeah, because Rivers carved up the Seattle Seahawks offense when he came back, and he did.
He carved their offense up.
He carved their defense up.
How? What was the score?
It was like 18-19 or something.
How was that carving them up? How many points did he put up? I didn't watch the game, but
I mean,
he made some good throws.
Yeah,
he definitely made some really great throws. I saw that.
He made excellent throws.
But he didn't carve them up.
He made excellent throws.
He made some clutch throws, and they still ended up losing.
For him getting off his ass for 5 years.
And didn't he throw an interception towards the end of the game?
But
he threw a pick, bro.
He
threw a
5
pick.
years off the game. 5 years out of the game.
When the
5 years out of the game.
When he was 5 years in the game, he still wasn't doing nothing.
5 years in the game.
When he was 5 years in the game, he weren't doing nothing. He was still coughing up and choking in the playoffs. That's what I'm saying. People were saying Justin Herbert's a choker, but nobody really not talking about Phillip Rivers being a choker.
Yeah, they do that all the time. What are you
Really?
talking? People,
I don't hear it.
Everybody does that. Everybody bashes Phillip Rivers. You're not the only you. That's the really reason why I kind of defend him, because not only you, but everybody.
Well, that's why I defend Justin Herbert, because everybody bashes Justin Herbert. But Jim Harbaugh is changing the brand of the Chargers, man. He's changing that culture. He's doing everything he possibly can. He got rid of Greg Roman. The fact that he got rid of his best friend, his great friend, his brother from another mother, he fired him. He was just like, bro, like, this is business, nothing personal. Yeah. And Jim Harbaugh is showing you that he is obsessed with bringing some rings to the Chargers. He's showing you that. He's living what he's practicing, what he's preaching. He's living his word. I'm kind of mad that I did this, but like when the Chargers lost, I was mad because I'm mad that I did this tape. I'm not gonna delete it. I'm gonna leave it on there. But I was saying Jim Harbaugh and Joe Ortiz needs to do their effing job, because I said they need to do their effing job.
Dude, they need to be better at the offensive line.
Because I was so mad because I was like, yo, if they do not get rid of Greg Roman, it's obvious. It's the elephant in the room. They need to get rid of Greg Roman. And so I was just mad. I was like, I pray to God that Jim Harbaugh doesn't just sit on his hands and Joe Ortiz sit on their hands and just go ahead and ride along with Greg Roman. I hope that don't happen. And so that's why I was just like, yo, I do your effing job, bro, like for real. And they did. They fired him the next day. It didn't take them. It didn't even take them 24 hours to fire. They fired him the exact next day. So they did. They felt what I felt.
You know what that tells you? It tells you, like, if Justin Herbert, you don't play good in this playoffs this year, we getting rid of your
They're not going to get rid of Justin Herbert. It's just going to be. What the narrative is going to be kind of proving now that, okay, bro, we got we got to do something. Something we have, like, I don't know. But here's the thing: is do you just be patient, or do you crucify him?
I don't know, because my thing.
Because look what Sam Darnold just did.
Well, my thing is, I don't want to waste Justin Herbert's career.
Well, no,
Being
bro.
patient, you know?
No, I mean, no, I don't either. But that doesn't mean that I want him to leave the Chargers. No, bro. Like, he needs to stay with the Chargers. Jim, we have a great coach. We got a great offensive coordinator. We just got to be patient. We got to figure it out every year. If he doesn't even win a playoff game next year, there's reasons for that, and those reasons can be executed. You see what I'm saying? It's just that everybody on that team has to be locked in. Justin Herbert is going to have to be more. He's going to have to be more obsessed. He's going to have to be psycho obsessed. He's going to have to be psycho Justin, like they call Tom Brady psycho Tom. The only reason why Tom Brady was as great as he was is because, like I said, I say situation and all that, but he was also freaking psychopath. He was a psychopath in the game, bro. He was so psychopathic, like committed, like not committed, competitive. There was no days off for him. He was locked in. 24/7, 365 days out of the week. That's why he ended up getting divorced. I watched Aaron Darnold when he was on the arena. Aaron Darnold was on the arena, and Aaron Darnold went down his process. Aaron Darnold said Aaron Donald said there really was no days off for me. He said that's why I retired so early, because I didn't have that urge to be committed how I was. And he said after that, he said I had to retire. But see, that not all players are like that. But see, that's why Aaron Darnold is arguably, if not the greatest defensive player to ever live, because how obsessively, psychopathically committed he was to the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was like, even after offseason, he was like, a lot of guys would go in, he didn't say this, but I know this is where he was getting at, or probably what he was thinking, or this was the reality. He was like, after offseason, he said there was no offseason for me. Like, there was no days off for me. He said right after our last game, whether we won a Super Bowl or not, playoff win or not, he said I was in the weight room the next morning. See, bro, that type of commitment makes you great, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then Aqib Talib talked about how, like, structural and structure and like discipline Aaron Donald was. He was like, even during warm-ups, Aaron Donald got his back straight, shirt tucked in, doing the warm-up as perfectly as possible. It's small things like that. Like, football is a very detail-oriented game. The NFL is probably the most detail-oriented business in the entire world. One little thing cannot be off, bro. That would determines you becoming a Super Bowl champion or not. That would determines you becoming a great player or not, or Hall of Famer player or not. Is that one little thing, small little things. Paying attention to the small things and then, like, stressing obsessively over that. That's what makes you great. You know what I'm saying? Like, I saw when Antonio Brown and Tyreek Hill was talking. This is how detailed I mean. Like, Antonio Brown was telling Tyreek Hill how he started training, like, these small little muscles in his feet for his route running, and for him to have stronger feet, and for him to be quicker on his releases and off the line of scrimmage. He was saying, like, you need to start exercising. I forgot the name of the muscle, but he was like, you need to start exercising that muscle in your foot. He said constantly. He said that's going to make your feet stronger, and he said that's going to decrease injuries, and it's going to make you make your route running a lot more crisp and everything. You see, it's small stuff like that. It's what great players pay attention to. That's why Antonio Brown, really, to be honest with you, if Antonio Brown would have kept playing, he would have been probably top 3 of all time. Antonio Brown was really on that trajectory. Antonio Brown was really that dude. You know what I'm saying? The only reason why he's not because of his character issues, but playing ability, when Antonio Brown was in his prime, bro, it could have been an argument that he could have been the greatest wide receiver of all time if he would have kept going. That's how nice Antonio Brown was. You know what I'm saying? But so that's what I'm saying. So it's small things like that, bro. So like when I get what I say, all that to say, if Herbert can't get it done, it's gonna take that. I think it's gonna take that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
Not saying that Herbert is not putting it in. Jim Harbaugh raves about him all the time, but not to the point how psychopathic he is with like Tom Brady psychopath. Because if he was putting that type of work in, he would be Tom Brady already. You know what I'm saying? And it takes time. I mean, he's still a young quarterback. He's a vet, but he's still young. He's still in his 20s. You know, Lamar Jackson hasn't had the best runs in playoffs. Yeah. And to be honest with you, Josh Allen really hasn't either. Josh Allen has been good in the wild card. Josh Allen has been bad in the divisional rounds. He went to the AFC Championship one time.
Yeah.
But Josh Allen has been bad too.
Yeah.
They don't get the same heat as Justin Herbert. Yeah. And Joe Burrow hasn't been to the playoffs in 3 years. Yeah. And Joe Burrow probably got Joe Burrow has a better offense than both of them. You know what I'm saying? And offensive play calling than both of them. Well, now it might be Daniel, but I'm talking about prior to that. You know, bro, because the play calling that Joe Burrow was getting and all that, and they was good with that was some hell of play calling, and that was some hell of an offense. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So Josh Allen, look what Josh Allen did this past playoffs. Josh Allen looked bad, bro. Yeah. He looked bad.
Well, that's why they fired Sean McDermott.
Yeah.
That was long ago.
And it wasn't even Sean McDermott's fault. It was Josh Allen's fault. Josh Allen was the one who was turning the ball over. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That was Josh Allen. Josh Allen, he has a history of always turning the ball over. He turns the ball over a lot. He is a turnover machine. But he don't get as much heat as Justin Herbert do. He really don't. And I think Lamar Jackson only got like 2 playoff wins. Mm-hmm. And Lamar Jackson been in the league a lot longer than Justin Herbert. So come on, man. Y'all just need to lay off my boy Herbert, man. But it's okay, though. When he starts snapping, I know all of y'all going to be meat riding him. I love the Bills. Hey, man. How do you feel about y'all firing Sean McDermott? I want to know that. How y'all feel about Sean McDermott? Do you feel that it was Sean McDermott's fault or was it Josh Allen's fault? What I'm saying it's Josh Allen's fault. Bad. But whose fault do you think it is? You think it's Sean McDermott or you think it's Josh Allen? Or both. It could be both. It don't have to be one or the other. But I mean, and who they got? Who the Bills got now? Who the Bills drafted? I mean, not drafted. Joe Brady. Was it Joe Brady? Mm-hmm. Yeah, they picked Joe Brady. Yeah, both. Yeah, he said both. Okay, I can take that. He said I could take that in both. I honestly think it was Josh Allen, but I can see why he says both. I like Joe Brady too. Joe Brady is a great coach. He's a great coach, really is. And so like how y'all trying to say there ain't no excuse with Justin Herbert with Mike McDaniel. There ain't no excuse with Josh Allen and Joe Brady either. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this person agree. So what I'm saying, and there's no excuse with Lamar Jackson either. Yeah. Lamar Jackson and Jesse Minter. Now Jesse Minter is not a Lamar.
Jordan Love.
What do you mean, Jordan Love?
You were saying there's no excuse.
Oh man, bro, no excuse, bro. Jordan, I'm not. First off, bro, I don't know how big a fan of Jordan Love you are, but I'm not putting Jordan Love in the same breath as Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, and Justin Herbert. I'm just not doing it.
Well, I'm not talking about like putting him in the same caliber. I'm just talking about not living up to it. He's been to the playoffs at least 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, but Jordan Love, it's obvious he's not he the talent wise, the what he's just. Here's the thing with Jordan Love.
You can't compare but what I'm saying is just compare the appearance. You could do that.
But I don't think anybody would even put him in the top 5.
Yeah.
Sometimes people argue about Justin Herbert in top 5, top 6.
I'm not talking about talent wise. What I'm saying is it's like if you're saying all of that, Jordan Love has been to the playoffs as many times as those quarterbacks.
Yeah, but
whether he's on the same caliber or not, he has been to the playoffs as many times. That's what I'm saying.
But you're saying there's no excuse for him.
That's what I'm saying.
But what I'm saying is nobody's really making excuses for him because nobody really sees all that great of a quarterback. I don't hear anybody making excuses for him.
Somehow, some way, he keeps going to the playoffs.
Well, yeah, he keeps going to the playoffs. He's in a good team.
He keeps sneaking his way up to the playoffs.
Yeah, that's okay. That's fine. But nobody's making excuses for him.
No.
So what, are you trying to make a case that he's a top 5 quarterback?
What I'm saying is if he would
or top 10?
If he would win those couple of playoff games that he did go, he would be in the same conversation.
No, bro. No.
If he won those playoff games that he did go, he would have.
No, he would not have. No, he would not have.
He would have.
Bro, so, okay.
If he would have.
No, he wouldn't. So you mean to tell?
Won.
No, he would not have. Jordan Love. Nobody would be saying Jordan Love would be a top 5 quarterback. Top 10, yeah.
If it was like neck and neck getting to the NFC Championship but falling short, he would be talked about just as much as Lamar Jackson.
No, he would not, bro. No, the hell he wouldn't. Jordan Love?
Would he not?
Because Jordan Love is nowhere near as good as them.
I just said if you separate the talent, but if
Bro,
you
separate the talent. You can't separate the talent. You're just talking about wins and losses now.
That's what I'm saying.
But who does that besides the media? The media is wrong for doing that. Nobody would be saying, this dude is saying Jordan Love is not top 5. Yeah, he's not.
I never said that.
You're saying it right now. He hears you, bro. I have you all. Bro, you are saying it. He would not have said he's not top 5 if you didn't say
I said if you take out his talent, if you don't compare his talent to the other ones, but if he would have won those playoff games that he would have won, you would put him in the same. You would have talked about him as much as.
No, we would not. No, we wouldn't, bro.
Yeah,
no, we wouldn't.
If he constantly went to the
no,
NFC
wouldn't, bro.
Championship,
Nobody would be saying he's top 5.
If he constantly would have went to the NFC Championship and would have lost, it would have been the same story as Josh Allen.
No, it will not. Nobody even puts him on the same caliber as Josh Allen in Justin Herbert and Lamar Jackson.
You're stuck on talent.
No, it's not stuck on talent. We're stuck on how we stuck on the tape. We're stuck on what we see on the games, bro. We're stuck on who is more valuable to their team, how they play the quarterback position. Look, Jordan Love even like falls apart sometimes, even in the regular season.
Yeah.
Sometimes he's not even the reason why they even win. Like they could still win without Jordan Love, and they shown that. They actually shown that. You can't say like the Chargers, the Bills, the Ravens can still win without those quarterbacks. Jordan Love is nowhere near as great as a quarterback as those guys. And I never even mentioned talent. I said I'm talking about is great. I don't like you're a Jordan Love fan. I don't know, but that dude like Jordan Love is not all that good, bro. Like he's okay. Like he's above average. Like Dak Prescott is better than Jordan Love. Man, come on, man. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
If that's the case, then what? You think people is going to start putting Drake May? Nobody. I know for a fact nobody's going to be putting Sam Darnold in top 5. Sam Darnold just won a Super Bowl. You think people are going to, based on your logic?
He should.
No.
Fuck?
Okay, so you're a wins and loss person then. You're a wins and loss quarterback. I'm not a wins and loss quarterback. I'm not a wins and loss.
Well, it's how you win.
I'm even like a big Sam Darnold fan. Sam Darnold should not be mentioned in the top 5 quarterback, bro. Bro,
it's how you win and how you lose.
Sam Darnold did not play like a top 5 quarterback this entire year, including playoffs. He did not.
But it's how you win and how you lose.
Bro,
that's what I'm saying.
What does that mean?
It's almost how you win and how you lose.
What does that mean? It's how you win and how you lose.
How you perform.
Okay, bro. Again, he did not perform like a top 5 quarterback since towards the end of the year, in the middle of the regular season, up to now. He did not perform like a top 5 quarterback. Top 10, okay. Top 5, hell no. Like, come on, man. Like, you talking about like you mean to tell me you're gonna say he's gonna be like he's better than Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen. I won't even mention Justin Herbert because a lot of people don't even think Justin Herbert is in top 5. Matthew Stafford. Who else? I just kind of named top. I just named 5 quarterbacks right there and now. I think I just named Joe Burrow. Like pure quarterbacking. Like I can name those couple quarterbacks because I don't go based on wins and losses. I don't, and even Justin Herbert. So that's 6. I don't go based on wins and losses. I go literally based on how they play.
That's what
Trevor Lawrence. I don't even like Trevor Lawrence, bro. But Trevor Lawrence even played better than Sam Darnold towards the end of the year.
That's what all I said is how you win and how you lose, how you perform. That's what I'm saying. Is how you execute the play.
Sam Darnold executed the play, but he didn't execute as a top 5 level, though. That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
He did it enough to win the Super Bowl.
Bro,
like that's what I'm saying.
He didn't do it enough to win the Super Bowl. The defense, he did enough. His defense did enough. Kenneth Walker III did enough. Jackson Smith and Jigma did it enough. All of them did enough. It wasn't just him. If you take Sam Darnold off the Seahawks, I don't know if they're just going to go ahead and if they're going to just fall apart. It was obvious.
Last year.
Yeah, Geno Smith was there last year. What's your point?
Sam Darnold came in.
Yeah.
That's the point I'm making.
What are you saying?
They won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they won the Super Bowl. This isn't their first Super Bowl.
Did they win the Super because of Sam Darnold? No, but he sure as hell complimented it
Yeah, exactly. So a top five quarterback is not going to complement that, bro. A top five quarterback is going to be the reason why they won it. That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
Okay, well,
More or more of a reason than your team.
if Sam Darnold
Just like Jalen Hurts.
if Sam Darnold continues this,
It doesn't matter if he continues this or not. It's situational, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like you're agreeing about football. You're agreeing with me about football being situational, but then you're saying if he continues it.
performance-wise.
But he didn't play like a top five quarterback
It's
performance-wise.
performance-wise not situational?
You're not listening. It's not one or the other, dog. It's situational has a lot. It goes situational is not just one thing. It's a story. The story is what actually happened in every single game. Not every single game is the same way. So what just came out of your mouth was if Sam Darnold continues on doing what he's doing, he's gonna be a top five. No, he will not. If he keeps playing if him continuing on what he's doing, is him playing like he's playing right now. And he's not playing like a top five quarterback. So how in the world, if he keeps doing what he's doing, he's going to be a top five if he's not playing like a top five quarterback? He only played like a top five quarterback earlier than the beginning of the year. And then towards the middle of the year, he started playing very bad. And it was still winning games, and he was managing the games.
So if
he was managing the games pretty much throughout the playoffs.
If he wins the Super Bowl next year, you wouldn't put him in the top five.
You're not listening to me.
No,
you're not listening.
No, that I am.
No, you're not. I literally just said.
Off of what you said, if he played exactly the same way he did this year, the exact same way, he didn't go above or beneath. He played the exact same way, same exact situation, everything that you're saying. He played the same exact way, and he still win the Super Bowl next year. You wouldn't put Sam Darnold in the top five.
Is that a rhetorical question? Because I'm saying like you already know the answer to the question.
So no, you wouldn't.
No, exactly. That's you're proving my point. That's what I'm saying. That's my point. Again, that's what I'm saying. You're not listening to me. I don't care. I don't care that much about wins and losses and rings and all that. Those are just icing on the cake. I talk about those after I start talking about how they played on the field.
But
what there was.
Week you said a week before that you said this when they played against the Rams. You said Sam Darnold, this game is going to have to depend on Sam Darnold. And did not Sam Darnold step up against the Rams?
I never said he didn't.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
you keep trying to make the argument he's a top five quarterback, bro. Just because you just say top five.
Now
I never said he's not good. You good and top five is two different things.
He played better than the top five quarterbacks that you mentioned.
No, he didn't.
He won a Super Bowl.
So football is this a boxing match or is this a football game?
They won.
Is this a boxing match or a football game?
They won a Super Bowl because of him.
He actually did not play better than Matthew Stafford played the entire playoffs. Actually, Matthew Stafford played better than everybody in the entire playoffs. Matthew Stafford's not even in the Super Bowl. It's a team sport. Yes, Drake May was the worst quarterback out of everybody out the entire playoffs, and Drake May not almost won a Super Bowl, but Drake May went to the Super Bowl. Why is that?
Because he made clutch throws.
Because of the team that he was on and the coaching that he had. It was more Drake. It was not because of Drake May, bro.
No, it wasn't.
You just said it was because of clutch throws.
Yeah, he made clutch throws because of the system that he's in, the great coaching.
And not because of the great coaching, bro. Because the team that he was on, the defense, the freaking miraculous plays that Christian Gonzalez was making. The Chargers probably could have beat the Patriots if Christian Gonzalez wasn't playing. Christian Gonzalez was beating the hell out of all the Chargers wide receivers. And he was beating the hell out of Seattle's wide receivers too. But Kenneth Walker made some great runs, which hence Kenneth Walker was really the reason why Seattle won this game in their defense, in the play that the defense was making, because they even said it. And Kenneth Walker probably is MVP right now. I don't know who the MVP is, but they even said it on the commentary in the third quarter. If Seattle wins this game, okay then, bro. So my point is being proven right now. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. I'm a diehard USC fan. I've been on the Sam Darnold bandwagon since his sophomore year at USC. I'm all for USC quarterbacks, but I'm also going to be real. I'm not going to sit here and say, even though I want to say it, I'm not going to sit here and say Sam Darnold's a top five quarterback. Now, if you want to say that, that's fine. But call a spade to call a spade. If you're going to say that, the reason why you're saying that is because you go based off wins and losses in Super Bowl rings. That's fine. Half the media does that.
I don't.
Okay.
I'm going based off of how he played.
But
he executed plays.
So he played like a top five quarterback to you.
In this game, when you rewatch how he was making throws in tight coverage, man-to-man coverage, not turning the ball over, he played like the best quarterback in the league.
He did not, bro.
He had to play like he was the best quarterback in the league.
He did not play like the best quarterback in the league.
I'm not saying he was the best quarterback in the league, but tonight he had to do that, and he was making methodical plays down the field. And it was complimented because of great running play, yes.
Yeah.
But Jackson, I can't even pronounce the guy's name, but JSN, he didn't even have
Jackson
a big
Smith
game.
Njigba.
He didn't even have a big game. He was dropping dimes to Cooper Kupp,
Yeah.
to his tight end.
And what I
AJ
say,
Brown.
I said they got to get Cooper Kupp into the rhythm. I said this too on my
And
channel.
his
I was
tight
like, if they
end,
get him
too.
in this
He
rhythm,
was
yeah.
he was making clutch.
But who
throws.
was opening? Who was manipulating all of that? Who was the force factor behind all that? Who was the driving force behind that? Who was the anchor behind all of that?
I guess you could say the running
Kenneth
back. Yeah.
Walker III. Yeah.
Yeah, he was opening up
Yeah.
the doors for him.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, like it's situational again. Justin Herbert has yet to have a reliable running game, but he still ends up winning games for his team. That's what I'm saying.
That's what
Like,
I'm saying about Justin Herbert, because I've seen him do it. I've seen him play great,
But that-
awesome against great teams.
and without any help.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
So
just that when he
that's what I'm
goes
saying. So
playoffs,
that's the
he's
top
up
5
for it.
quarterback to me. What you can do with the minimal resources that you have, and if you can still produce and add value over the minimal resources that you have. Sam Darnold has a lot of resources that he can work with. Drake May has a lot of resources he can work with. That's why I never say Joe Burrow's top 5. Joe Burrow, he has a lot of resources he can work with. You know what I'm saying? But even though I don't like Josh Allen that much, but Josh Allen, he has some resources, but he doesn't have that many resources.
Yeah.
He does have James Cook, but
When
you talk
gets
about
rid of all his
they get
players.
exactly. So that's what I'm saying. So when you look Patrick Mahomes, he doesn't have a lot of resources to work with. Patrick Mahomes won Super Bowls with bad running games sometimes, and he had to.
This is great coaching.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. So that's why I'm really big on Herbert, because I'm like, he probably has the less resources out of all those quarterbacks has.
Not now.
No, well, not now. Yeah, definitely not now. There's no excuse now. Y'all hear me saying this. There's no
Not
excuse after this year. But I'm still not gonna knock Herbert, because I'm like, he's still young. He can still produce. He can still make it through, because it took Peyton Manning a while.
Yeah, like 7 years, I think.
It took Manning a while, and it's taking Lamar Jackson a while.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Taking a
So
little longer.
yeah. So
But Lamar Jackson's a little different because other players drop the ball on him.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Zay
yeah.
Flowers dropped the pass.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
fumbled on the 1 yard line.
Yeah.
Things like that just doesn't happen.
Right.
The kicker missed a field goal.
Right.
Lamar Jackson showed up.
Right.
He showed up.
Right.
Like, no, there's not one playoff game that you could look at Lamar Jackson. You can look at Josh Allen like he didn't show up in that playoff
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
You can look at almost any other top 5 quarterback other than Lamar Jackson, say he never showed up in the playoff. He always showed up.
Yeah.
When he needed to drive the ball down 90 yards, he did it.
Yeah.
It was Mark Andrews that dropped the pass.
Yeah,
It
no,
was Zay
yeah,
Flowers
yeah,
that
yeah,
dropped the pass.
yeah.
It was the fucking kicker that missed the field goal.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see, man. I mean, this season is going to come up faster than we know it.
Yeah, it is.
I mean,
We're
you're right.
7 months away.
Yeah, these years go by so fast, bro. Like, it's crazy. It scares me how fast time goes by. Like, we're
legit.
almost in March and already, bro. Like, we're in March.
Yeah.
It's
6 months is going to go by so fast.
the combine's going to be here. Like, I don't know if it's just me or anybody is realizing this, but how fast freaking time be flying. It's crazy, bro.
Cheers
Like-
to your loved ones.
It's crazy how fast time be going by.
Cheers.
I ain't trying to get too philosophical in here with y'all, but sometimes I just be kind of weirded out when I be seeing how fast time just be flying. I'm like, bro.
Time waits for no one.
I remember when I was 18 years old.
Yeah.
I'm 35 now. Like, I still feel like I'm 18.
Yeah.
It's crazy. That's why I don't waste no time. But
Cherish your loved ones.
yeah, facts. But hey, man, we gonna see. The combine's gonna be here, and there is some truth to what you're saying, but I just think you're just not. You're kind of just looking at it from one side. But
No, I know coaching matters. You always tell
Coaching,
me. I
the
always
team,
told you
every
coaching matters, and
situation.
organization matters.
yeah.
And Sam Darnold went to the right coach and with the right team.
Well, look, man, I'm not gonna argue with you
You
about
know?
being Sam Darnold top 5 because I feel like I'm kind of
right now,
going against my squad, but
Right, I'm just saying. Right at this moment,
or
you
going
have
against
to.
my USC squad, but.
All I'm saying is, right now, you have to. You kind of have to right now.
I would just say because he didn't play bad in the playoffs.
No,
I would just say because he fell off kind of towards the end of the year.
it's
He
not
started
so much
playing
he fell
bad.
Off. He wasn't on fire. He wasn't in the MVP race, but he wasn't playing bad. He just wasn't the MVP, like you said, top 5. At those moments, he wasn't top 5. But at the same time,
he was still Sam Darnold.
He's
You know
still
what I mean?
young too. I think he's actually younger than Josh Allen.
He's like 27, I think. 28.
Yeah, 20. He's bro. It's crazy how young he is. He's still young, bro. He's been in the league almost 8 years.
That's what I'm saying. The nigga keep doing what he's doing.
He got experience now. He got a lot of. He got more experience than Josh Allen.
He's better. I'll tell you, he's better than Jalen Hurts.
Oh hell yeah!
And Jalen Hurts been there twice.
Right. I would draft. Y'all, hey chat. Who would if y'all have to draft? You had Sam Darnold on the board or Jalen Hurts. Who y'all drafting?
Sam Darnold. Honestly, if I was by popular demand, if not knowing what I know now, I probably would have drafted Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
Alabama quarterback Nick Saban, I'm like, oh, he has that Nick Saban mentality.
Yeah.
So I probably would have drafted Jalen Hurts over Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I'm gonna be honest with you, I probably would have.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, damn, I would have regretted the draft had I would have drafted Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
I'm like, I regret this shit. I'd rather have Sam Darnold.
Right.
I'm like, let's try to trade for Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
If I'm the Philadelphia Eagles, I'm like, let's try to trade for Sam Darnold.
Telling y'all, man. Sam Dizzy, man. Sam Dizzy, man. All right, bro.
Shoot, honestly, Sam Darnold's almost better than Joe Burrow.
Well.
Like, come on.
Well, you know,
Come on.
that's
what I'm saying.
That's an unpopular opinion, but that kind of goes based on my argument about Joe Burrow being overrated. Because I was like, bro, the world has never seen Joe Burrow without his weapons. Ever. He had Jetta and Chase at USC.
And then I think the running back.
And he always had weapons around him. But how in the hell do you have that same type of situation when you go to the NFL? Same situation. I just feel like Joe Burrow is so overrated, bro.
I honestly feel like the injury thing is getting kind of old.
It's getting played out. It's always an excuse for him. It's, and Joe Burrow's healthy. They go to the Super Bowl. Oh, now he's healthy.
Yeah.
Oh, well, this is defense.
I'm like,
Which is it, bro?
Because Justin Herbert plays through some fucking injury.
Yeah, exactly.
Like he plays.
Justin
through
Herbert plays with some serious injuries,
And I'm
cracked
not-
ribs
I'm not-
and
'cause
broken
everybody's body's
finger.
different.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to disrespect Joe Burrow.
But Justin Herbert's tougher than Joe
But,
Burrow.
I mean,
He's tougher. Joe
hell,
Burrow's
you could
tougher
say
than him.
Tua's tougher than Joe Burrow.
Yeah, you could.
If you wanna go that
Because that
far.
nigga be playing through concussions and all that.
And concussions fuck with your cognitive thinking. Concussions isn't just one thing. Concussions is like one of your almost, I don't want to say brain cells, but it's something in your brain. It's like almost like, not broke, but it's like not wired there.
Yeah.
And it takes a long time for it to heal.
He's tougher, but he's definitely made out of glass.
So Sam Darnold, top 5 or what? I mean, at this moment, who would your top 5 honestly be?
I just can't put Sam Darnold in the top 5 because I just see like it was just it wasn't more. Here's the thing, it wasn't more him than his team.
But what I'm saying is Geno Smith was with the same squad.
Well, I mean, Geno Smith is not as good as a quarterback as Sam Darnold.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
But that doesn't mean that Sam Darnold's top 5, brother. That's one point I'm trying to make to you.
You're right. What I'm
That's what I'm saying. It's like you're like jumping ship. You're like, oh, Sam Darnold is good. He got played in the Seahawks. Seahawks hasn't been to the playoffs, let alone the Super Bowl. Now he went. Now he's top 5. That doesn't automatically mean he's top 5.
Well,
top 7, okay, you can make a case.
Who would
Top
the top 5 be then right now?
I still right now. I still okay. This is people's not gonna agree with me.
And not just because of namesake, not because of Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes. I'm talking about performance-wise of this year.
But
alone.
see, it's hard for me to say that. See, if you're gonna say everything, okay. So I'll give you. I got 2 top 5s. If you're gonna say everything, all the accolades, the championships, the Pro Bowls, the All Pros, the MVPs, the stats, the playoff wins, the rings, all that. If you put all of it together, my top 5 still would be Mahomes, Stafford, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. If you put everything together, all of it, Lamar Jackson at 5, okay? So, but if you're not gonna do all of that, just off pure quarterbacking, this is the top 5 that I go with.
Just 2020.
Well, hold on. Hold on. I left Sam Darnold out because Sam Darnold just won. I would put Sam Darnold in that top 5. I would take Joe Burrow out and I put Sam Darnold in. That's what I would do. Okay, because Sam Darnold just got a ring and he did play very well early this year. He was in MVP talks.
So I'm talking about
So
2025.
yeah. So I took Joe Burrow out. I got Sam Darnold in. All the accolades, all that stuff, stats, all that stuff. So Sam Darnold, I put Joe Burrow at 3, I think. So Sam Darnold's top 3. Okay, but actually I put him top 2. Patrick Mahomes, well, maybe yeah. But for right now, because he won and he beat Stafford, and yeah. So right now I'll be like, yeah, he's the best right now because of everything. But if you're going to talk about like pure quarterbacking, you know what I'm saying, and then a little bit of that, I'm gonna put Mahomes, Herbert, Josh Allen, Stafford, Lamar Jackson.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying?
But right now, I mean,
Not with the accolades and all that stuff being included, just off pure quarterbacking. Justin Herbert is up there.
Joe Burrow?
I let Joe Burrow out because I don't even think Joe Burrow. I put Joe Burrow in the first one with all the accolades and the rings and all that because Joe Burrow did go to a Super Bowl and he did win an AFC Championship and he was runner-up for MVP. But that's my top 5 with everything included.
So you would still, even with that everything included, still have Josh Allen in your top 5. With everything.
Yeah, because he did get an MVP and he does go to this playoffs every year.
Sam Darnold got a Super Bowl ring.
Well, no, I put Sam Darnold in my top 3, top 2.
So who's top 2? Josh Allen right now or Sam Darnold?
Sam Darnold. So he's really like maybe almost number 1 probably.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I'm putting everything together. Yes, I got you.
He has everything now. Now he got the Super Bowl ring. Now you can put everything together.
Yeah.
So if even without everything.
Yeah. Now without everything, he's not my top 5. No.
So but right now.
Pure quarterback. Because without everything, it's pure quarterback. It's like you watching the tape. It's like you like a coach scout watching the tape. Cockeyed, looking at the tape 3:00 in the morning. That's what I'm saying. First off, you talking about he's your boy. You don't even care about USC like that. But yeah. But pure quarterbacking. That's why I always put Justin Herbert in my top 5 chat because I'm talking about pure quarterbacking, and that's why I never had Joe Burrow because I'm like I don't know. You just don't know. Like.
You don't know who you're gonna get.
You know what I'm saying? Like he has arguably the best receiver in the game.
Yeah,
I can't
rely on you.
You know what I'm saying? And not only that, like he got Jamar Chase and T. Higgins
and you're a great talented quarterback. But
and he got offensive coach that can scheme up some stuff.
I don't know if you're gonna be here next Monday. You're constantly getting hurt.
Yeah.
I can't rely on me. You're an awesome quarterback, but I cannot rely on you, Joe
Exactly.
I cannot rely on you.
Exactly.
I always have to wake up every single day. How can I protect the quarterback instead of the fucking game plan?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Facts.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna find out, chat. Unfortunately, this is the last game that I'm gonna cover until preseason. 6 months. Preseason 6 months from now. Yes.
Literally 5 months. Honestly.
Yeah, 5 months from now. And don't worry, you guys know I'm here every night now. I'm over here every night. I'm going live every single night. So, I just talk football news, give you updates, talk about the teams, players, and also talk about now. I talk about college. I talk about wrestling now and stuff. And I'm about to eventually get boxing and MMA in it as well. But this channel is pure football. Well, I can't say pure football, but it's football first, NFL first, and then I go down the ladder. But I make sure I cover the actual, the important, significant news that's going around the NFL and the league. And then I go to college if I have more time. And then, we go on to the other sports that I am slowly integrating into this channel as well. But that's all I have for you all. It was a pretty good game for the most part. And I can't, I was over arguing with my brother about Sam Darnold not being top 5, different circumstances. But Sam Darnold's my guy. USC quarterbacks was my guy. And so I'm always going to be rooting for any USC quarterbacks if I'm not rooting for the Chargers, Justin Herbert. But, yeah, man. I thank you all so much for watching. If you want more, you know where to find me. You know what to do. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And if you want the most accurate, important, significant, honest takes, this is the channel. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. Y'all know that. I'm going to be real. I'm not biased. Even though I got my squads, got my favorite players, I'm not biased. So, all day. Deuces.
Team Korea.